It's Azerbaijan. It's Montenegro. It's the semi-final. It's the Euro crap. And it's live! Welcome back to another fixture here in Moldova. It's a massive game here. Tightly matched. Couldn't pick it. Both teams went through from Group B. What do you reckon? We've got a good game here, Sam?
Hopefully, yes. I mean, this game last time we saw it was actually in the group, and it was a 0-0, I believe. So both sides cancelling each other out. If that happens today, we will go to extra time, we will go to penalties. So hopefully it's going to be entertaining in one way or the other. Whether it's entertaining in terms of goals or entertaining in terms of excitement, we are yet to find out. But two sides very capable of winning the tournament. I can't wait to get this one underway.
And we've got a little battle between Jovetic and Shadayev, both on 5 goals. In with a shout of golden boot, but we have got a few players on 6 now, so they'd need quite the performance here today.
Yeah, and I believe Turuzbek is still in the tournament, who's got 6, so I imagine he'll probably get a couple of goals against Luxembourg, who's one of the top players in this tournament. But Jovetic, we've said he's probably the classiest player we've ever seen in a tournament like this. Obviously he and Savic carrying this team through. Shadayev has a tendency to be offside, but he has managed to score quite a lot of goals, so hopefully he can keep his form, or at least Azerbaijan will be hoping for that.
Yes, he does have quite the tendency. Oh, I'm in a bit of a mess here. 1 second. Got a bit tangled in my cables. There we go. There we go. Right, so here's Shadayev, the man who's always offside, kicking us off for the semi-final, the first semi-final of this tournament.
Underway here in Moldova. Only a few games left in this thing, and both sides will be hoping that they can. Well, they'll both have 1 game left at least. So, I mean, they'll hope it's more for winning the tournament rather than the golden boot, and that he's won it there, the midfielder, but he's sent it straight into the Jovetic.
Absolutely launched it, yeah.
Rather than having a sensible pass. But it is Azerbaijan just keeping the ball nice at the moment, and they have been a very patient side. We've seen them, especially against Gibraltar, when all things seemed lost, getting that 87th minute winner, I believe, but not used to seeing Montenegro this week to start the game. But Azerbaijan picking it around, and Shadayev!
Very close there.
And I tell you what, that would have been a fantastic goal had he scored there. This is wonderful. Lovely little pass there from Almeida.
Dinked in, and he was onside.
Just over the bar. He was onside, yeah. Would have very good effort. And he's marking the back line there, so it's going to be sent long here. And hopefully Montenegro might have a chance of some possession, although it's going to be hard for them to keep hold of it the way Azerbaijan play. Both sides showing no real urgency to start the game off. Is this something you'd expect from both sides? A bit of a cagey opening?
Yeah, you don't really want to concede that first goal of the game.
And a mistake there by Radunovic.
Should I have the right winger here?
But not really much in the area for him, and it's stopped by Simic.
Good stuff there.
Radunovic sets Marusic off, and it's very much the same 3 balls down the sideline, and they've now got a chance, and Jovetic's ball just was... Well, I mean, to be fair to Jovetic, you want him on the end of that, really, don't you, rather than putting it in. Not really known for his crossing ability. And Almeida. He's had a very good tournament so far, actually, Almeida. I've been impressed with him. As have most of the players on the pitch today, actually. Gariev. Not going to try and say his name.
Israfilov.
And Abdullayev. I never thought that Abdullayev would have been the easier of the 2 names to say, but it is. And he's going to put it in. And it
Shadayev, but
Shadayev there again, but not quite able to get it. And Bakic does well to maintain possession for Montenegro. Vucevic, who's playing a bit more of a... He's playing in the centre. I noticed that... I was speaking to the Montenegro manager earlier on, and he said Bakic is going to have the licence to go forward. Vucevic is going to be more defensive. And hopefully that's going to keep somebody who... And as you can see, Vucevic just battling away there, keeping someone in that position. Shadayev has an effort.
A little bit of a half effort, that just kind of swung at it.
And that it certainly was, but it was still an effort nonetheless, and Montenegro should probably be concerned at how much they've been kind of on the back foot here, but good little tussle there.
Nasty clash of heads as well. Looks like there was an injury, but both players back up and walking now, almost like nothing happened.
Well, that's always good to see, isn't it? We don't want to lose the top players in the tournament, and I thought that was going to fall for Jovetic there. And to be fair, anything within 30 yards, he's well within Stefan Jovetic's range, isn't it? Really? Oh no! And I think he thought he was going to go with his teammate there, but Jankovic has dropped back and now going to leave them in the lurch a little bit. Bakic is going to have to come across and cover from Ramazanov, who I believe has had a couple of goals in the tournament. Did quite well, actually.
Did in there, Bakic. Did well.
He has, and that's well done from him. Savic showing that bit of experience there, to not be stressed when he's in his own box and just play it out with relative composure. Something Bakic is going to need to show there, and he does. He goes to Stojkovic. Jankovic got a couple of goals against Latvia, I believe.
Curls one.
And it's a bad effort there from Marusic. But I think Marusic is normally does play on the right hand side, so probably got that, put him out there to potentially come inside on that right boot of his, but
just didn't catch it right. A little bit of a bobble as he hit it.
Well, hopefully he'll have a few more chances there, because he's looked an energetic player on that side.
And still the KG affair here.
I think it's going to be tense now. It's literally, it's not like the group stage where you can maybe, if it's the first game of the group, you can maybe throw caution to the wind and then you've still got two chances. If you make a mistake in the back line here, you've conceded a goal potentially, and that could be your tournament over. And Azerbaijan very much on the front foot in this game, and that's a bad pass there by the Montenegrins. And they need to wake up in this game if they're going to have... Oh, that was a good effort there. They're going to have any chance of going through in this game.
Shadayev was absolutely furious there. I think he wanted the ball, maybe a 1-2 he was calling for.
And is he in behind there? I don't think he's quite
hard to see.
Got the run, has he there, Shadayev? I mean, we know he's capable, more than capable, of...
Probably would have got caught offside if he had played the 1-2.
Most likely. He's probably on a different pitch, was he? And he's won that back, but he's been clattered there.
Yep, absolutely.
Referee says no. I mean, I know it's a clattering because the controller vibrated, so not that there's a controller here because we are live from Moldova, but you could feel that one up here in the booth is basically what I'm saying. Savic. Oh, and that's poor from Simic. And Almeida's going to be there, but it's won back by Stojkovic. And
tense stuff
what do you make
here.
of that half?
Very tense.
Well, I just think Montenegro can't seem to get a foothold in the game. I mean, the possession's relatively even, but if you look at that there, it's been 3 shots from Azerbaijan compared to the 1 of Montenegro, and I just think they need to change something here at half time, otherwise they're going to find themselves going behind here. So I'm going to see what they do, actually.
Shadayev with the first highlight, of course, that header over the bar. An early attempt. Could have been 1-0 early on there, but not that.
It was a great effort from him, actually. He stole in behind, and well, I don't think Montenegro were quite expecting him to be there, but he was.
Marusic's curler that went too far away from the goal was also classed as a highlight. And then Abdullayev's fake 1-2. That's the only 3 highlights we've got there.
There's not been much. There hasn't been much that's happened, actually, so... I don't blame them for not giving us a detailed highlights package. But yeah, I think it's going to be an interesting second half, that's for certain. There has been a change for Montenegro. They're going to bring on Ivanic in place of Djordjevic, I believe, the second striker. So I think what's going to happen there is they're going to just drop Ivanic just in behind Jovetic, just to maybe link something up there, because the strikers did seem a little bit isolated in that first half there.
And there's a change for Azerbaijan as well, yes. The right winger, I think his name is Abdullayev, is coming off for Emreli. Emreli's coming on.
And is that just a straight swap there for the Azerbaijan side?
Straight swap there, yep. Just looking for a bit more pace on the right wing, a bit more penetration there.
Well, you might as well give it a go. But other than that, I think it's pretty much all said and done. There's not really much else to cover at half time, so I don't know if you want to see if the Moldovan television company are ready to... Yeah,
if
they're ready, we might as well get back over there. And indeed they are ready. As Montenegro get a touch of the ball in this half. Started off nice and carefully. And what can we see? Ivanic, you can see just in that gap there. And that ball's been sent over the top. And it's come to Jankovic, who's wasted that opportunity there.
He did not look
saw the
comfortable.
headlines. He saw the headlines, didn't he, there? He just saw Montenegro through, Jankovic screamer, but couldn't get his feet sorted out there. Oh. And interesting.
Yeah, very interesting.
It's going, but it is Jovetic. He's
How's
missed.
he missed. That's the first thing he's missed.
Oh, he's pulled it too far. And as soon as that left his boot, you could tell that was wrong. But it's a great little... I mean, Ivanic's introduction straight away changing the game, but oh my word.
You'd count on Jovetic to put that away every day of the week.
Has he made that? Should he have just smashed that? He's tried too hard to place it there. Nerves getting to even Jovetic here in this one, perhaps.
Perhaps that's it, yes.
Not something you expect. This man's played in big games, in Serie A, in the Champions League, Ligue 1, Premier League ties, but makes an error there and just runs it straight. Ivanic there as Almeida was dancing with the football. Is Rafael Emreli. Well,
good tackle there in the back
there
line.
it is. Well done. And I've just clicked on to something there.
Yes.
And I'll tell you what, I've missed a sinner there, really. And we'll see if that one comes back at some point. I have a feeling there'll be more tricks on people's sleeves.
Perhaps so.
And here it is, Almeida. And he's played it forward, tried to get it forward to Garayev. And it's gone to Marusic, and he's done poorly there. Garayev again. He's right off with lots of time. Plays it forward, Emreli. A tricky player. Seems like he's moving well with the football, dancing like Michael Flatley there.
Oh, isn't he
as
just?
he skips through, he's got through as well. And it's been cleared for a corner. And I tell you what, it was like a river dance as he swept his way through the back line of Montenegro. And Almeida's going to put it in. It's a great, what a save! And that could be the difference there. Could that be a moment we look back on?
What a save!
And I think it was Shadayev as well with the header, so it was going to be an accurate pop from the forward. As Almeida gets ready to fizz another one in. And it is cleared again, but this time it's going to bounce around, and nobody knows where it's going to go. And Jankovic has turned away. He's played it through. It's Ivanic. And surely, Jovetic, he can't make a mistake. Oh, he's been brought down there, cynical.
Professional. It wasn't dirty, at least. It wasn't a
no.
A
He needed to make that challenge, because if he doesn't make that challenge there, you can see Jovetic shift it inside, flick it back out. He's free there though, isn't he, Jovetic?
Yep.
He's maybe got Ivanic coming up in support with him. You can see the bodiless man there complaining.
Very lightweight on his feet.
And let's see what happens here. And something's happening. People are moving around. Bakic is going to send it. It's far too deep. But Balayev makes the catch rather than punching it out there. Emreli, the trickster, being brought on for his pace and trickery, surely.
Didn't do much there. Oh.
But he didn't, but he has looked threatening. He has looked to drive forward at every opportunity. And that's just a bad pass. But the chance is going to fall again. And Jovetic, and he does this time put it away. And that is undeserved, if I'm honest.
Well, Jovetic, that's what he does. One strike's all he needs. He needed two this game, but one strike's all he needs, normally.
I mean, all will be forgotten about that first one if that one's enough to send him through to the final. This is what he should have done the first time, though. It's the same chance, isn't it? He's through again, centre of the goal. This time he just puts it on his comfortable side, rather than trying to make it too complicated. He knows what the keeper's going to do. Just lifts it, and that's a great pass there from Bakic. He's been influential. And yeah, Jovetic that time. I mean, you can see why he would go the other way from the keeper, because it's a harder finish, and he's got the capabilities to do it, but there's no need to make it hard for yourself when you can send your nation through to an international final.
And with that goal, he joins the gaggle of players on 6 at the top of the Golden Boot League. It's a tight one.
It is, and I did think at one point it was going to be a bit like the AFCON, and he gets it there and it's well wide.
Speculative.
But he had to have a go. I did think it was going to be like the AFCON, and you might have got a player like Barry Steenkamp with double-digit goals, but it seems that there's more players with a high amount of goals in this tournament, rather than it being one guy with various.
Certainly no runaway train here.
No, I mean, especially if we could get Jovetic and Turisbek in the final, there could be 2 finals going on at once. And I thought he was offside there, but the referee says no, flag stays down, and that's put in, but Bakic can't quite get it off Rahimov. Mevdiev. Yeah. Back into Gariev. Almeida. Got the chance. Oh, it's a well-worked pass. But it's just slightly off target there, that pass. But Bakic hasn't got to it. And Rahimov has. Oh, he's given it to Jovetic.
All over the place at the minute, Azerbaijan.
And that's a sickening challenge.
It is a bit sickening, yeah.
On Yankovic. And I understand the professional nature of the challenge, but... And Gusenov making it. Gusenyov, I was going to say, but I think
Loosey-goosey.
Well, he was certainly loose with his sliding challenge there, wasn't he? Oh, that's troubling, that there. He's just clipped him. Yankovic would have been through as well, if not. Let's see what the free kick delivers this time. Bakic. Oh, he's too deep again. But it's going to be cleared, and what a shocking volley. Oh. But it's going to be headed in.
Who scored it? Was it Jovetic?
It is Jovetic. Is it? I can see the 17 there.
And that's the 7th.
It is indeed. And he knows he's probably sent his side to the final. The defender here, he's got to head it back, I suppose, but that's a terrible effort there from the number 20, I think Ivanic. Because the defender's headed it, he's hit the deck and he's played the Jovetic onside. Oh, it's shocking. I mean, great defensive play there, but you question whether he needed to do that. And, yeah. They've been better in this half, to be fair, Montenegro.
I think they've deserved everything they get.
Well, Azerbaijan, they've had more of the ball, but they haven't really done anything with it, have they? And we see another foul, and they're starting to get a bit dirty now.
He's already on a yellow.
I don't think the referee's going to let him go. Do you know, actually, I think it's the same guy who's... Oh, no, it wasn't. No, it was the same chap who brought Yankovic down was the same chap who brought Jovetic down earlier on as well.
It was,
so
yeah.
He's lucky to be on the pitch, to be honest.
Lenient refereeing, as we've seen so many times.
And he does fire it, but it's low and quite hard, but not quite hard enough. He's got to be off there, is he? No. Good challenge there. 3 Azerbaijan bodies flying into the 1. Shadayev.
What a great ball.
It's Rafalov. And it's just did you see, what a save! Did you see that comedy of errors there for the Montenegro player's brought his own man down, and he's almost, watch this here, if the replay shows us it, he just takes his teammate down, and
what an instinctual save again.
He's kept his side in this, actually.
It could be 2-2 actually, even 3-2.
2 excellent saves from Petkovic there, and surely the Golden Glove will be going to him if he can maintain this one. It's put in. Great corner again, but just over the top of everyone that time. They battled away for it.
It's Montenegro's time to just close this one out now. Keep possession for as long as possible.
Nothing too crazy, as we say that. They instinctively try and play it up the field, and looks like they could lose out on it. Ivanic is still going to go with it, and he's just ran into trouble. Gusenov, or whatever he's called, Gusenov, that man who's hacking people all day, wins it back and really can't get into it. Petkovic randomly sends it forward. It actually drops back to him, really. 4 minutes still left of this tie. That's a foul, surely.
Well, you've got to ask questions of the referee there. If that's a foul, how's the other one not? But
I mean, yeah, that's very true.
His name taken.
I mean, we've seen, if there's one criticism I have of this tournament, it's been that the standard of refereeing hasn't been amazing.
It's been absolutely shocking, really.
It's questionable, isn't it? Really, I mean, that's a yellow card apparently.
It's a disgrace,
I mean,
really.
Seen reds for less than that, and Radunovic just gonna boof it long. Jovetic almost won it back. Bakic, Jankovic. I think just trying to keep the goalkeeper honest. Just steamed into him there. Almeida. He's going to send it down the line. Ramazanov.
Oh,
and then
what a thump!
Oh, and Savic is out of position.
Over everyone's head, and that's going to be the game.
And
6 minutes into extra time. Yes,
and there we have it. Montenegro
in the final.
Get themselves through to the final. Yes, and after that first half, I didn't think it was going to happen for them. See this early chance here. This is how the game started, very much in Azerbaijan's favour, and Shadayev could have been also different if that had gone in. And then this speculative effort from Marusic. It wasn't as bad as I think it looked. I think it was. If he was a few yards further out, it would have been a better effort. Definitely has the ability to do that. And then Abdullayev, just a snapshot really, when I think Shadayev wanted it back. And this is the one where we thought they were going to take the lead. It's the same chance pretty much, but he's gone the other side. But that's when we noticed that Montenegro's change in formation had worked well. But that there could have been also different, couldn't it, that one?
What an incredible match the goalkeepers had there, Petkovic.
Well, he's made a great save, but then just moments later, Jovetic does steal in, and it's a simple finish for him. It's what we expected to see the first time he got in behind. Again, great hustle from Bakic to just nick in front. Jovetic, TC, pick it out. And it's nothing the keeper could have done there. Baliev had a good game, I think. Then we have this speculative effort from the Montenegrin. Just fisted across. Never know how you might catch that one. And yeah, it wasn't his finest game there. And this one here, I mean, if I'm honest, the number 20 there, I think it's Ivanic. I'm expecting him to just put his foot through this as soon as it comes back to him, but he doesn't, and it ends up deflecting back. And then a comedy of errors from Montenegro, but Petkovic there to save the day. What a keeper he is.
Unbelievable.
With his official branded goalkeeper gloves as well, so you know he's for real. And then, yeah, that was a questionable challenge, but I mean, if you look at the stats there, possession's pretty even, shots are pretty even. The passes, they all passed pretty much similar amounts of the ball as well, but Jovetic takes home the man of the match, and he's still on course to win the golden ball and the golden glove, isn't he, really?
The golden glove, really?
No, sorry, the golden ball and the golden boot, not the golden glove. Petkovic is in a chance for the golden glove, though.
What's the difference between ball and boot?
Well, the boot's the top scorer and the ball's the best player. So he's been generally the top scorer tends to be one of the better players in the tournament. But if you've got a guy like I think was it Luka Modric who won the golden ball in the World Cup, I was certainly in the running for it. He didn't score quite as many goals, but he was one of the better players there. So I mean, you could actually make a case for players like Bakic to be in the run for the golden ball, but I think what Jovetic brings to this team has been exceptionally good.
Are you looking forward to the Montenegro's road to the final YouTube video?
I certainly will be, and I think anybody that's tuning into this tie should certainly check that out. And if you haven't checked out the previous tournaments, one of the better things for you to do would be to get yourself on the official Crap World Cup YouTube channel and take a look at the road to the final videos, as well as the best goal competitions, because obviously there's a lot of fixtures that have been done in the official Crap World Cup. So you might not have time to get through all of them, but the road to the finals and the goal of the tournament is certainly worth a watch. I mean, would you agree with me there, Jack?
Oh, of course, obviously I would.
And I think this one should be a cracker because we'll have loads of goals. hopefully some comedic moments as well. But I tell you what, other Road to the Final video I'm looking forward to. It's the Road to the Final of Kazakhstan or Luxembourg, whichever one of those two cracking sides makes it through tomorrow evening. And they'll be in for a very tough task to beat Montenegro, whoever it is that gets there. Who do you think's going to get there?
Obviously, Kazakhstan have to be the favourites, but you never know. If they get drawn away, it could be a difficult game for them.
Well, I think it will be a difficult game regardless. I think it will be a travesty if they didn't make it through, because they've been the best side throughout the whole tournament. And to be fair, as far as form has gone, Montenegro deserved to be in the final. Kazakhstan have deserved to be in the final.
Montenegro top Group B.
I think it needs to be those two, really. I think in terms of, if you want the tournament to go down there, it needs to be the two best sides, and they've been the best two sides, although Luxembourg have been a solid side, and it could go either way. But I believe that's it for this one.
And that's the last game we'll see you in, actually, for this tournament.
Thank you, yes it is, and it's been an absolute pleasure, and I can't wait for the next iteration of crap tournaments so I can get involved again. It's been a pleasure, and goodbye from me.
And goodbye from me.